It has been an extremely long time since I last posted a video with the huge dump moniker in the title. It has been a while since I have taken one of those huge dumps. But this morning, that all changed, and the series of events leading up to it is quite, if you ask me, it's quite hilarious. So, that night, before taking the huge dump, I managed to consume an entire Anejo Burrito Loco. So there's a restaurant nearby me called Anejo, right? And it is a Mexican restaurant. They serve up some insane burritos, some insane tacos. Overall, all of their dishes are pretty tasty, and I would recommend you try it out if there's one near you. But let's just say that this burrito was too big for me to be consuming, and, well, not expecting to having to be taking a huge dump, like, immediately after. And by the time that I finished eating it, it was already pretty late. I was kind of tired, and I decided I was going to go to sleep. And I went to sleep within about a couple hours of eating this burrito. I did enjoy the burrito a lot, and I kind of chowed down on it. You know, I didn't really hold back on my hunger, and I just kind of like dug in on that burrito. Like, I did not hold back whatsoever. I was just chowing down on that burrito. I was completely just devouring it, and I probably could have savored it a little bit more, but I finished the whole thing, and I probably shouldn't have in one night. And this was Sunday night. It is currently Monday night as I'm recording this, and I'm probably going to be posting it on Monday night. And let's just say that when I woke up in the morning on the school day, that I regretted my decision to have this entire burrito very greatly. Because within 1 hour of me waking up, I was in the bathroom on the toilet. And this original first, like, kind of initial dump of the morning was not even the first one that I took, and it was not the big one either. It was not the main event of this video. It was just the start. It was just the first chapter of this 2-chapter book known as My Morning Before I Went to Go to School. And I'm not ever late to school, by the way. When I am late, I'm late by like multiple periods because I actually could not go at the time that I was supposed to be there early in the morning. I've never been like arriving after the bell already rung, aside from those times that I just said. I always, when I leave with the intent to be there on time, I'm always there on time. But today I cut it extremely close because I took that one dump that I was talking about sometime between 5 and 6 in the morning, all right? And I'm not gonna go back to sleep if I wake up after 5 in the morning, because at that point I'm gonna be having to go to school in a few hours, and I'm not gonna have to wake myself back up again and then brush my teeth, eat breakfast, do all that. I kind of just get ready for my day. The more time, the better anyways. But at this specific point in time, at this day, this morning, I was not blessed with enough time by the sleep gods to wake up and not have to deal with this pain and suffering. So like I said before, I took one dump in the morning, and then I took another one. But the first one was not the big one that I'm talking about. The last one is. And let me remind you guys that I had, and I'll put a picture in, an Anejo Burrito Loco, a gigantic burrito with sauce and everything, and I had chips, and I also had yogurt. And to make matters worse, my stomach was already acting up the nights before, because guess what I had before? Just within 48 hours of that meal, I had 5 Papa John's pizzas. Actually, it was within 24 hours. I had it the day before. I had 5 Papa John's. Actually, no, I did not have 5 Papa John's pizzas, my bad. That is a severe overstatement. I had 5 slices of Papa John's pizza. And that's nothing to scoff at either. That's 5 slices of a pretty big-sized pizza. So I don't know about you, but that was just stupid to add on a burrito after that. And to make matters worse, and even worse than I already just said, I had not taken a dump since eating those pieces of pizza. So when you have 5 pieces of pizza in your stomach, as well as the lunch and breakfast of 2 days worth of food, and an Anejo Burrito Loco on top of that, all without having taken a singular dump, you already know that when you step into the bathroom and sit on the toilet, that it is about to go down, and it is about to go down hard. There is going to be something happening in the bathroom that is not holy and deserves to be in hell. Just like the flaming flames and fire and destruction and lava shooting out of my butthole on that fateful morning, which was just this morning. So, Upon laying myself onto the toilet, or sitting onto the toilet, I should say, if you do lay in the toilet, then I have no idea what you're doing with your life. Why do you lay in the toilet? That must be incredibly uncomfortable. But as I went down to sit on the toilet, it was around 8:50 in the morning. I had to be to school by 9:20. That is when the bell rings. That means you're late for your class. Actually, it's 9:19. They say it's 9:20, but it's really 9:19. I saw on my phone. They're capping. But you already understand what I'm trying to tell you guys. Anyways, so I sit down on the toilet, and I have no more than 10 minutes to spare because I have to get to school, and I can't teleport there. I need to give myself 10-15 minutes to actually transport myself to school. And that did not work out whatsoever because upon sitting on this toilet, I proceeded to unleash hell down into the sewer. I actually shot past the whole toilet, and I burned a hole through the ground and straight into the pipes below my house. And then, after entering the pipes, my dump decided it was going to go directly into the sewer, and I could smell it on my way to school. That's how bad it was. Through the road, I could smell it. Through the road, the wind blowing in my face, everything. I could take it all in just through that. It was that bad. And obviously, I'm exaggerating. My poop did not go through the toilet. Unfortunately, that would be pretty epic. In fact, I would actually start videoing it immediately if that happened so I could post it on the internet and quickly gain some views and get a viral video up there, because that would be pretty crazy, you know, if that happened legit and I wasn't actually editing it. But also at the same time, I hope that never happens, because if my poop burned through the toilet, then what would that mean for my butt? What would that mean for my anus? How would that even come out without causing severe damage to that area of my body? So never mind. Forget everything I just said about that. I do not want that happening. And if you want that happening, then by all means, you can try. You can like consume something that has like a chemical reaction that causes it to become acidic, or just literally become lava and just eat through everything that it touches. But I would not recommend that, and I do not condone that activity if you do choose to do that. But yeah, so this morning I took 2 dumps, and the last one was quite big. I don't know if it was the actual fattest one that I've taken of all time, but it definitely was in the top 3. And I would say, actually, maybe the top 5. But no matter what, for 2023, this was the fattest dump that I've taken of all time. In 2023. So basically, within the past 3 months and 6 days, I think this takes the cake. And throughout 2022, I kind of retired from taking big dumps, but it probably beats every single one besides like 1 or 2 from that year as well. So it's kind of the king at the most recent times, I should say. And yeah, if any of you guys are wondering if I'm going to be posting another one of these, I might be posting another one very soon, because just tonight I had salmon rice, and I proceeded to chug an entire, not gallon, but probably 10 ounces of milk immediately after coming home from one of my runs. I run every single day, and on this particular day, I was getting kind of thirsty when I came home because, you know, I just went for a run, and I went for a pretty hard run. I actually have a blister on my foot now from that exact run, and it's kind of painful, and I do regret running and pushing myself to that point, to the point that I got a blister on my foot, because it really is not worth it. I'll probably be feeling that for the next few days. But yeah, so I ran pretty hard. I pushed myself, and I am probably having some sort of lactose intolerance, because every time that I have ice cream, drink milk, or have cheese, anything like that, I pay the price, let's just say, on the toilet later on, or I will pay the price somewhere else, like in my nose. I'll get congestion. I just don't handle dairy that well, you know. So I didn't really care that much. I was desperate. I checked the refrigerator. We didn't have that much to drink, so I went straight for the milk, and I poured myself 1 hefty glass of milk, and I just chugged that. And after having the salmon and rice, which was probably about a half hour after I came home from the run, and a half hour after I chugged that milk, I had ice cream for dessert. And my parents, they said, "Are you purposely trying to do this to yourself?" Because they know that I can't handle dairy that well. And I was honest. I said, no, I'm not. But if you ask me, I think that paying the price of a huge dump and a massive stomachache throughout most of the day is worth it, because ice cream tastes good and milk is good for your bones. So I don't actually mind if I destroy my anus in the process of consuming said edible food items. And yeah, so basically, if you're trying to take anything away from this video, if you want to learn anything about this video, or learn anything from this video, I should say, It's that if you truly feel like it is worth it to eat the food that you want to eat, and you are willing to pay the price, then you probably should, because you want to be more like the TAWG, you want to be more like William Squilliam, which is, I am obviously a very successful man in everything that I do in my life, including taking huge dumps. You should probably just go ahead and eat that ice cream or eat that peanut butter, even if you're allergic, and you can pay the price later, but at least if you like the taste, then hey, it was worth it. But remember, everything that I say is meant to be taken lightly, so if you do actually have a peanut allergy and you consume peanut butter because I said that, then I am not responsible for any damages that are done, and you're a complete moron if you do partake in that action, and I don't recommend that you do that once again. But actually, to be completely honest, if you do have lactose intolerance or anything like that, you can probably find some pills to take. I forgot what they're called, but basically you put them in your mouth and you swallow them. I don't know if it's before or after you have the actual lactose, whatever it is, whatever thing you're having that has lactose. But if you take that pill, then you can pretty much just power through it. I saw some guy taking it when he was doing a challenge called a gallon of milk every day, something like that. I'll actually look up what the pill is right now. Lactose intolerant pill. I don't know what they're called. It says they're literally just called, oh, there we go, lactase. So if you actually take lactase, then you can probably completely get around like whatever lactose intolerance that you have, almost entirely, because this guy actually chugged some gallons of milk for an entire week and it was pretty juicy. And yeah, so you're missing the lactase enzyme in your digestive tract apparently, and when you take that pill, you will be able to digest it to almost the full extent, or at least better than before, and you shouldn't have to pay the price as bad. I'm probably going to invest in some of those lactase pills, whatever the hell they're called, because I personally like really enjoy food like that, and I'm not going to have to take a huge dump every single time, because contrary to popular belief, I do not enjoy taking huge dumps. The only thing that I do like about it, though, is that the fact I'm able to go on here and talk about my huge dumps to you guys on youtube.com, because I think it's quite comical, and I like posting this stuff, you know, updating you guys how it's going in the life of William Squilliam. And yeah, I'm going to stop the video right now because I got nothing else to talk about. I hope you're having a good day or night, whoever's watching this, and I'll see y'all in the next video on the channel. Peace out. And one more thing, actually, by the way. If you want to take a huge dump, then you should probably invest in a good toilet, because you do not want to clog that, and also invest in a good plunger, because if you end up breaking it, because I've seen people break plungers before, you know, it's not that hard. And also just don't do it in public bathrooms, because you're going to be sitting in there and you're going to be making like a huge mess all over the toilet. You're also going to be screaming in pain and agony if you do what I did, and then you're going to be sitting there like with some one-ply, just terrible toilet paper. Then also a fun fact about the dump that I took, it was so big and I was in so much pain and it was terrible, and it was so bad to the point that I actually could not even take a piss while I was dumping. And I think that's a new record, because most of the time you do both at the same time, and I actually completely forgot. My body just was not capable of letting out urine at the same time as this dump, because of how insane this dump was. And yeah, so I'm gonna end the video now. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Huge dump, first one in almost a year, and I'll see you all in the next video. Peace out.